Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Everyone talks about ADA and VET on Coinbase. We're going to talk about why they're not listed, first of all, and then does it really matter, and would they really skyrocket these two coins? And I'll give you justifications for all that stuff. So let's actually start. Why hasn't ADA and VET been listed on Coinbase? They're definitely in demand, and on their Twitter, a lot of people are actually demanding it. Specifically ADA, because they're going to launch Gogan and they're going to be smart contracts. Coinbase, I believe, is very, very heavily invested in Ethereum. Despite the massive problems with Ethereum scaling, the awful fees, I really do think they see Cardano as competition, and I think they're actually really, really invested in Ethereum, so they actually might be kind of afraid of Cardano. If you've noticed, they've basically been listing a bunch of garbage ERC20 coins lately that no one actually cares about, probably trying to help the Ethereum ecosystem. Coinbase honestly has lost some of its importance because there's other USA exchanges recently that actually have USD on ramps, Binance.us, Kraken, Voyager, Crypto.com, Bittrex, and so on. So they're not nearly as important as they used to be. Now, some coins still do have like a 500-600% pump when they get listed on Coinbase, but many don't. The ones that tend to actually have the 5 or 600% pump are the ones that are generally not listed in any other bigger exchange. For that reason, I don't think, I mean, while a listing for Cardano or Vechain would actually help, because it's another SA on ramp, and there's a lot of institutional buyers that would actually buy from Coinbase, especially in their brokerage deal. I don't think it's absolutely necessary for Cardano and VET to actually get listed on Coinbase. I would definitely welcome it, and it would help, but I don't think it's actually that critical. Both of them are fairly large cryptos, both over $1 billion in market cap. And the thing is, they already have a lot of other on-ramps. It's not like they're one of the coins that's only traded at Uniswap or only traded on some small exchange. Both Cardano and VET are on Binance.us, as well as Kraken and a couple of other places. So they have multiple US on-ramps, and Coinbase, honestly, is not the only one. So when they get added to Coinbase, I do expect a 20 to 30% pump, as is pretty normal for these, which will probably actually retrace. If Cardano's actually comes in like late February when they actually release the Merry hard fork, or when they get pretty close to releasing like the Gogan launch, it might not retrace and it might go up some more. And Coinbase will make it easier to buy and sell. But people can manage with Binance.us and others. Now the thing is, like, the one big advantage for Coinbase over Binance.us is they're actually available in like many states, a couple of like states that Binance.us aren't. Most importantly, New York, Texas, and Florida. There's a couple of other states as well, but those are the three main ones where people actually have lots of money and actually want to invest. So that might be an injection of money. So listing ADA like sometime before March would actually be really good. But even without the ADA listing on Coinbase, I bet like it'll go up a lot. And same with VET. It might pump VET 30%. But after that, like it probably wouldn't pump it 300 or 400% like some of those other coins, because VET isn't like some unknown coin that doesn't trade anywhere, and Coinbase would be the big factor. And just looking, like I said, just looking at the patterns of Coinbase for coins that are very similar to VET and ADA in terms of market cap and spread, generally Coinbase is a nice little pump, but it's not a huge pump anymore. It's lost the central importance it had 3 or 4 years ago when it was the only US on ramp. It has competition now, and with competition, Coinbase hasn't, I don't think, has evolved fast enough to beat that competition, because they're actually being beat out with other exchanges that aren't obsessed with ERC20 coins. I think Coinbase's obsession with ERC20 and the Ethereum ecosystem is actually going to hurt it in the future, because it's going to make it less competitive if they continue to try to protect their Ethereum investment. Because other exchanges are simply just going to outrun them and offer coins that people actually want. And they're essentially not going to be able to keep up, especially in the retail market. There's obviously the regulatory factor, but I do think like looking at Coinbase and some of the others, like for Gemini, obviously like they don't really list much at all. But I think that also has to do with like personal interest for Bitcoin. Coinbase, like I said, they're invested in Ethereum, so they like ERC20. Like Binance.us and some of these others, they're kind of non-discriminatory when it comes, much more non-discriminatory when it actually comes to adding coins. That's why they actually add a lot more coins. The more coins you have, the more visitors you will attract because the more options they actually have. So no, I don't think Coinbase is critical at all for Vechain and Cardano. It would be very, very nice if they added it before March, but even if they don't, I don't think that will hinder the bull run, and I think it might pump it by another 20-30% at the most. So that is my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.